Yeah, hello everyone. Yes, I left Gauri Sundas. How are you?
Good.
Okay, sir.
All right, so let us start the class. The chapter was finished just in the previous class, and today we are going to be discussing some questions from this chapter. And also, we'll be beginning with the new chapter today. All right, now hope my screen is visible to everyone, and I am also perfectly audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys are required to answer these questions, and these questions will be discussing in the class only. Okay, no? I mean to say not in the chat box. No need to answer there.
Okay, sir.
Is everyone here? Yes, Chakrika, how are you? How your exam went? How was your exam, Chakrika?
Yes, sir. It went well.
Good. Did you solve those questions? I sent some questions to you.
Sir, I couldn't check.
Okay. Anyways, so let us do these questions. See the first question, everyone. A substance which reacts with oxygen giving heat is called a combustible substance. Which one of the following is a combustible substance out of these? That is, please speak loudly.
Sir,
Wood, wood, obviously. Option number D. Okay. See the next question. Which one of them has the highest calorific value?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So last time we had a test on coal and petroleum, right?
Yeah, you guys gave a
Are
test. Yeah.
yes, sir. Are the results out yet?
Yeah, I have shared the test papers with the team. With the operation team, I have shared it. If you guys would like to know the marks, I can tell it now. Yeah.
So can you tell it at the end of the class?
Okay. Sure. At the end of the class, I'll be telling it. Okay, no?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So next question, which one of the following has the highest calorific value out of these?
petrol.
Yeah, obviously that is petrol, no? Okay, so we learned about the calorific values of different fuels. Like petrol is having a calorific value around 45,000 kilojoule. Petrol has a calorific value of 45,000 kilojoule per kilogram. Anyone can answer me what is the calorific value of LPG?
Sir, can you repeat?
Petrol might not be the correct answer here. I'm asking what someone said petrol is the answer. But let us see. First of all, write the calorific value of every fuel. Also, I told you guys to memorize it. What is the calorific value of kerosene? Anyone?
I think for 50,000. Then like
No,
Sir, I
it
have a
it
question.
is
The highest calorific value is hydrogen gas, right?
yeah, but you have to answer out of these four options. Compare these four options, and out of them you have to answer. If there was hydrogen gas, then you would be answering hydrogen gas also if it was given in the option. Okay, now. So kerosene also has around 45,000 kilojoule per kilogram, right? Then talking about biogas will be having lesser than it. It has a
Sir,
calorific value around 35,000 to 40,000. Yeah, I'm listening.
what is the next chapter?
The next chapter, after doing
Yes.
this chapter, no, combustion and flame. I think we have got this chapter. The chapter we have conservation of plants and animals.
Sir, we completed, right?
This chapter, conservation of
The
plants and animals.
combustion and
Yeah, combustion and flame has been completed. Okay, now combustion and flame has been completed. So, also, what chapters are going on in your school? Are we doing the same chapters, or are we ahead of a
Sir,
school or not? Yes.
in my school there is co-production and like the chapter the co-production
Coal and
that is
petroleum.
going on. No, co-production.
Okay, got it. Crop production. You meant to say. Okay. What about others? Okay, anyone
My
can
exam
answer.
is just done, so.
Just finished. Okay. And Gauri, what about you? Which chapter is going on in your school right now?
So like right now, like I know about next chapter is like reproduction.
Okay, okay. So that chapter is going on. Good.
Yes.
So see here,
46,000.
how much?
46,000.
No, not it's not 46,000. It's 55,000 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, na? So now compare all of them. Out of this, liquefied petroleum gas has got the highest calorific value. Okay, na? So this would be the right answer. Okay, na? See, fuels like kerosene and diesel, both of them have around the same calorific value. Both of them have almost the same calorific value. Also, petrol also. Diesel, kerosene, and petrol, these three fuels have almost same calorific value. So keep that in mind. Okay, answer these questions.
Sir,
The chat
magnesium
box.
oxide, heat and light.
Magnesium oxide, heat, and light. Correct. That is option number C. Which of the following is not a combustible substance out of these?
Sir, glass.
That is obviously glass now. It is not combustible. Okay. Okay, do tell me about this camphor. Upon burning, will this camphor give flame or will it not give any flame?
Not given.
It does not give any flame. Correct. Right now. Next question. The same question we discussed in this one.
So charcoal.
Charcoal. You have charcoal and you have this camphor also, by the way. In this one, no, there can be two options, correct? Camphor and charcoal both.
Sir,
Yes.
can you scroll the previous one? Like the second question. That is glass or camber.
Glass can.
Glass or that A1.
A1, camphor.
Okay, sir.
See, camphor, straw, alcohol, they are all combustible. Alcohol is very highly combustible substance. Glass is not a non-combustible substance. Okay. Okay.
But then what is the answer?
For
Second
which
one.
second one it is glass. No, it's not a
Okay, sir.
combustible substance. Okay. You can observe that whenever a building, let's say, gets whenever a building is on fire, at that time the glass will not burn. Right now, it will not burn. It might melt. Some types of glasses can melt, but it will not burn. Okay, then
Sir,
answer
but
this
Sir,
question.
and I have.
sir, but the glass broke, right?
Yeah, the
Glass,
glass can.
glass will broke.
Yeah, glass can break, glass can melt, but it will not like burn with a flame, or it will not burn like an
Okay,
other fuels. Okay, now. Yeah, Chakrika, you were saying something.
So camphor it burns without a flame?
This camphor.
Yes, sir.
Camphor is basically like in Hindi we call this kapoor now. Camphor and
Yes,
kapoor are
sir.
the same thing.
Yes, sir. But then when we lit it does not catch on fire, sir.
I think it catches
Does
fire,
it?
but I don't think it burns with a flame. I believe camphor upon burning, I don't think that it gives out any flame. Similarly, just like when you burn charcoal, charcoal also does not give any flame. But then you have substances like LPG, biogas, or wax, uh, kerosene oil, mustard oil. Uh, okay, I think
Yes.
camphor guys gives out flame. Let me correct that. Okay, now yeah, I think while we were discussing this chapter, while we were talking about flame, now there we had the example of camphor also. Okay, now yeah, actually camphor burns with the flame. Okay, now rectify that one, please. Let me rectify that. Camphor
sir.
actually burns with the flame. So thereby the only answer of this last third question will be charcoal.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, do this question.
Sir, is
Sir,
it oxygen?
Oxygen.
sir, oxygen.
Oxygen, right now, because of unavailability of oxygen. Good. Next question.
Sir, C.
Exactly.
Sir,
Right
Sir,
now,
cover
covered
the person with a
woolen blanket.
woolen blanket.
With a woolen blanket. Right now, thereby it will
Sir,
basically cut.
or sir, or we can roll around the mud, right?
That will not be very effective. That will not be very effective. Okay, no? It would be better to use a woolen blanket. If it's a wet mud, if it's not dry, then you can do that. If there is no woolen blanket, in that case you can do that. The substance expect to have the highest ignition temperature out of the following is
Sir, petrol.
no. It's
Sir,
ignition temperature.
coal.
Cool. Everyone has to answer.
okay,
Okay.
sir.
Mhm. Choose the correct statement about inflammable substances from the following. Hmm. First of all, read all the options carefully.
Option C.
That is option C.
C.
What about others?
Sir, I
Sir,
think it's C.
Option C, no? Yeah. So they will
Option
be,
C.
they should have low ignition temperature and they can catch fire easily. Good. Okay. Now choose the incorrect statement out of the following.
sir, first one is lightning strikes.
That is
Lightning strike.
no. Read it carefully. Read it once again.
Sir, it's the person. Carelessness of
Sir,
humans.
carelessness of humans.
It says incorrect statement now. See, you have to spot the
Oh,
incorrect
okay.
statement, no?
Sir,
So
sir,
carelessness
cutting of
of human.
trees.
Cutting of trees, exactly. Right now, cutting of trees does not causes forest fire. That causes deforestation now. Getting it, guys? So that causes deforestation. So it is cutting of
Sir,
trees.
kilojoule per kilogram.
Kilojoule per kilogram. What about
Kilo-
others?
Same, sir.
Same. Gauri, Sundus, Chikrika.
Yes, sir.
That is kilojoule per kilogram. In short, it is kj per kilogram. Like this. Okay. Shyam was cooking potato curry on a chulha. Chulha in Hindi, it basically refers to a stove. Okay, no? So to his surprise, he observed that the copper vessel was getting blackened from the outside. What could be the reason for this?
Burning of
Sir,
copper vessel.
Yeah. Everyone, others also answer this.
sir, improper combustion of fuel.
That is improper combustion of fuel. Okay, what about others? Yes, Sundus, what do you think? Guys, am I visible to everyone now?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
yes.
I don't. Wait, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I think.
See now,
C.
right? Like just like you know that when we learned about the activity where we learned that the middle zone of the candle flame consists of unburnt carbon particles, and that basically was depositing a blackish layer above this glass plate now. So those were unburnt carbon particles. So combustion was not taking. Partial combustion takes place in the middle zone of the candle flame, isn't it, guys? So that
So
is
that
improper combustion. Yeah.
so that blackened that they've mentioned over here is referred to the residue, right?
Yeah, it basically refers to the unburned carbon. Say that on a chulha, or basically this is stove. In particularly in villages, it is used. So there you would be using wood, or you'd be using coal, or many times people would be using cow dung cakes in order to light the stove right now. And these fuels are not clean fuels. So upon burning, also they will be burning with a flame. like wood and cow dung cake. Not only this one, wood. It will be burning with the flame, and other fuel also, they will also be burning. And since they are not clean fuels, so they will not completely go under combustion. Only partial combustion will take place. So whenever there's a partial combustion, so thereby unburned carbon particles will also be there. So those will be depositing over the copper vessel, over the utensil. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we have got one more question. Look at this question. A process in which a chemical reacts with dash to give off heat is called as combustion.
Uh,
So
Sir, heat
yes,
and oxygen.
no,
So,
no, no. Think carefully.
sir, is that flame?
The first option, the first blank, no, it says process now. So it is referring to combustion as a process. So combustion as a process, is it a physical process or is it a chemical process?
So
It is a
chemical
chemical
process.
Chemical process, no? Okay, so the first one is going to be chemical. Okay, then next,
Oxygen.
oxygen, obviously, very good. So chemical process reacts with oxygen. Okay, next,
So fire and blanket.
fire and blanket, very good.
Sir, blanket or woolen blanket.
Which one?
Blanket or woolen blanket.
Yeah, woolen blanket, to be precise, it would be woolen blanket, good right now. So you can use a woolen blanket. Okay, then what is ignition temperature? We learned about this now.
Sir, the second one is ignition temperature.
And
Second one.
So it says that
ignition-
the dash temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its dash temperature.
so lowest.
The
First,
last ignition number.
First one is minimum, right? I think.
minimum or lowest, lowest or minimum temperature, good. Lowest or minimum temperature at which it catches fire. That is second one. Ignition, very good. Okay, then substances which have very dash ignition temperature can easily catch fire with a flame and are called as
Low.
low, very good right now. And what do we call those substances? Are they
Sir,
inflammable, non-inflammable?
Inflammable.
Inflammable, good. Okay, last question.
So burning.
That is burning, very good. Okay, now I suppose this, okay, we have one more question. Okay, now yeah, in your test paper also you had this question, like why petrol is used for light vehicles and why diesel is used in the heavy vehicles. Okay, now there are few reasons for it. Like for example, diesel as a fuel, uh, goes under combustion very slowly as compared to petrol, right now. So for example, what happens now, you have some heavy vehicles, you have heavy vehicles and you have light vehicles like a car. So what happens, for heavy vehicles we use diesel, while for light motor vehicles in which light motor is used, we use petrol. There are few reasons for it. First reason is that diesel engines uh, work at higher compression, meaning that what happens now, the pressure at which the engine of the diesel of the high load vehicles working would be too much. So diesel engines require higher compression. It requires higher compression. Getting it? So thereby diesel is used in this. Furthermore, The thing is that there's a concept called as torque, about which you'd be studying in higher class. There's a concept called as torque. Diesel as a fuel now. Diesel as a fuel, it's will go under combustion very slowly as compared to petrol. So they would be producing higher amount of torque. They produce higher amount of torque, even if they are moving at a slow speed. The torque generated in them will be very high. First of all, you need to understand what is torque. So basically, torque is kind of the force that is generated. The kind of force that is generated, that is what a force is. It's kind of a force. Huh? So torque is a force that causes an object to accelerate in a given direction. So simple concept is that diesel will generate more torque while petrol will generate less torque. You can simply answer this to me. Do you require more force to push? The engine will require more force to push this heavy load vehicle, or will the engine require more force to push this light vehicle?
So that vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Not getting it. Hello. See, basically the thing is that diesel engines, they provide high torque, and this torque is basically a kind of force that will be pushing that vehicle further. Petrol will also be providing torque, but it will be providing less torque. Torque is basically force. So you guys tell me that you have two vehicles. One is very heavy, one is light. So obviously to move a heavier vehicle, you would require such a fuel that will provide more force now. Are you guys getting this? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason why uh, petrol is used for the vehicle for light motor vehicles, and diesel is used in heavy motor vehicles. So that is the thing. Also nowadays we see that particularly in vehicles, these fuels are being replaced by CNG right now. So that is the thing. Also, you see time to time engines of cars are also being modified. Anyway, that's a different thing. So the chapter has been finished. If you guys have a question from this chapter, please do let me know. Yes, any questions?
No, sir.
No? Okay. So right now, as you guys told me, like in someone's school, crop production and management is going on. And first of all, let me Sundar, Gauri, what about you? You told me which chapter is going on in your school?
So me,
Yeah.
so reproduction.
Okay. What about Chakrika? Do you know before exam which chapter was going on?
It was it was
Sir,
light, but then it's over.
can you
So
repeat?
Okay.
My internet gone wrong.
For you, Aleph, it's crop production and management.
Okay,
Okay, okay. So see, we would be moving in a sequence manner, in a sequence manner. So we would be starting the chapter conservation of plants and animals. Sundus and Khadija, you guys have studied this chapter previously, no? By the way, yeah. Anyways, you'd also get to revise it. Conservation of plants and animals. Give me a moment. Meanwhile, I have a question for you guys. Do tell me, what do you understand by this term conservation?
sir, saving some things like that.
Okay. Yeah, Sundar, you were saying something. Continue.
The conserving something basically like you should conserve like.
Basically, try to protect it and use it in such a manner that it is not depleted for the upcoming generation. The upcoming generation also have access to it, right? Now, the conservation of plants
Sir,
and
like
animals,
conserve energy, right?
like just like we say, you should conserve energy, conserve water in that manner. So far you would have been studying about conservation of water, conservation of electricity. Right now we are learning about conservation of plants and animals. So they must be very important for the nature. They are important for the ecological balance in the nature. Wait a minute, I will be sharing my screen in just a minute. I hope it is visible to everyone now.
Yes,
So in
sir.
the chapter conservation of plants and animals, first of all, we need to understand what does the term conservation mean. So conservation basically means it's a kind of a process of keeping and protecting something from damage, trying to protect something from damage. So conservation of plants and animals means that we are trying to protect the plants and animals, particularly which occur in the forest. So they should be kept in such a way that they remain protected in their natural environment. They remain protected in their natural environment right now. So in the chapter, we would be learning about conservation of plants and animals in detail. We would be learning about what is biosphere. We would be learning about different types of biosphere. We'd be learning about wildlife, what is biodiversity, and what is ecosystem. Also, these terms, first of all, you should get familiar with these terms. Like, what are these terms? Because many times I would be using these terms in the class. Okay. This is the content of the chapter which we would be discussing. We would be learning about deforestation, what are its causes, We would be learning about consequences of deforestation, what is happening due to deforestation, conservation of forests, wildlife biosphere reserve, what is flora, what is fauna, what is endemic species, wildlife sanctuary, national park, red data book, migration, recycling of paper, reforestation. These are the main topics that you would be studying in the chapter. Okay, now someone read this paragraph. Yeah, Gauri or Sundus, anyone? Read this paragraph, Gauri.
Plant and animals are the backbone of life on the earth. It is important to conserve them and save them from getting extinct. Maintaining the right population that helps in enriching the biodiversity or the richness of the flora and fauna. Wildlife deforestation or cutting down trees is con-
Considered.
considered as the one of the major problems associated with the conservation of plant and animal.
Okay, now you see, life on Earth exists because there is a coordination, there is a continuous interaction between plants and animals. Plants and animals, they are kind of interdependent on each other. Mainly, animals are dependent on plants, but here we get to see that there's a relation between plants and animals, and they are said to be the backbone of life on Earth. Without plants and animals, life will not thrive on Earth. So thereby, it becomes very important to conserve them, meaning that protect them and save them from becoming extinct. Different species of plants and animals are nowadays extinct. Uh, can you guys quote some examples of extinct species of plants and animals? Have you guys heard of this dodo bird?
No, sir.
No one heard of this bird, dodo bird. Dodo bird is now extinct.
Sir, I know. There is
Yeah, it is extinct now. Like that, you
like
have served.
small bird
They are small birds. Yeah,
and this
correct.
William.
Like that, woolly mammoth. Very good.
Passenger pigeon.
Which one?
Passenger pigeon.
Okay, we have that one too. Then you have like you have this
Dinosaurs.
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 rhinoceros are not extinct; they are endangered.
The
The
dinosaur.
Oh,
dinosaur.
dinosaurs, yeah, obviously dinosaurs. No, they are extinct. Then you have like example of this Labrador duck, Labrador duck. These are just some of the extinct animals. They are no longer found on Earth anywhere. You had the example of dodo bird. You had the example of woolly mammoth, dinosaurs,
But like you said,
Labrador duck.
rhinoceros like are not extinct, right? You said rhinoceros are not extinct, right? But one of the breed are extinct. That one. The African one. I mean, um, it's a
African
breed.
rhinoceros.
Yeah, I think so. That's the name.
See, it's a critically endangered species. It is still not extinct. Okay, now it's a one of the species of rhinoceros which is critically endangered. One thing is that it is endangered, but then you say further on we have one more category in endangered. Then we have critically endangered, meaning that their population is very few. Okay, now their population is very few. So African rhinoceros
The
are critically endangered.
West African black rhinoceros.
Okay, you're talking about West African rhinoceros.
Yes,
Okay, that thing I'm not very sure about that. But usually the African rhinoceros, it would be, I think, referring about the West African rhinoceros. Both are the same thing, I believe. Okay, no. But there are some subspecies of rhinoceros that have been declared extinct. Like the one you believe the Western, you're saying Western black rhinoceros or Western African rhinoceros, you're saying.
yes.
The Western black rhinoceros is extinct, by the way. Okay, no?
That's what I said. West African black rhinoceros.
Oh, okay, okay. Got it then. So that is extinct. Good. So why all this is happening?
Saber tooth
Because
also.
saber tooth also good. Saber tooth cat. Saber tooth cat. So that is also extinct. Woolly mammoth, dodo. You have American cheetah also. All of these are extinct. The reason being is that we have failed to protect their habitat. We have damaged their habitat. Uh, they have gone extinct due to some climatic changes also. They have some of them have gone extinct due to climatic changes also. Like anyone has an idea how dinosaurs become extinct, how they died, how
Like a
dinosaurs died?
meteor hit the earth. I heard like that. I don't know.
Asteroid,
No,
not
sir.
meteorites.
One meteor. Sir, asteroids is like the
Hmm.
man, right? Astronaut.
No, no, asteroid. I'm talking about asteroid, not astronaut.
Oh, okay, sir.
Astronauts are different thing. Asteroids are much bigger than meteoroids. Hmm. So it is said that almost 66 million years ago, what happened? Some asteroids fell on Earth, and it wiped out the population of majority of the dinosaurs on Earth. So asteroid impact was the main reason behind extinction of the dinosaurs. That is so far the most widely accepted theory. There could have been several other reasons. There could be like volcanic eruptions could have been the cause of their large scale extinction. Furthermore, like in the course of millions of years, Earth's climate has also changed. So extinction of a species is not just because of human activities, but it is due to climatic changes also, some natural disasters also. Okay, na guys.
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing. Before we learn about deforestation, moments ago I said that we'd be learning many times. I would be using few terms like biosphere. So you should know that what does biosphere mean. So what is biosphere? Basically, biosphere is basically the that part of the earth where living organisms are existing. No? Our Earth can be divided into three spheres. It can be divided into hydrosphere, atmosphere.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, one is also there, right? Like in land, exosphere is there, and like
No, exosphere is a different thing. You're talking about the
sir, what
layer
is
of
we
atmosphere.
call land?
Lithosphere, lithosphere.
Yeah.
So lithosphere is basically that area of, basically it's land. Atmosphere refers to air. Hydrosphere is basically, it is referring to water. So you have atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. So basically what happens, this all of this together will make a biosphere. So biosphere is basically that part of the earth where life is known to exist. So we get to see that life is found in the air also, life is found in the life is found in the land also. Getting it? So biosphere includes land surfaces of the earth, atmosphere of the earth, as well as water bodies of the earth, like rivers, lakes, oceans, ponds, etc. So living organism is found on land, in the atmosphere, as well as in the water bodies also. So that is what biosphere is. That it's that part of earth, the part of earth where living organisms are known to exist. So that is what biosphere means. Furthermore, you need to understand about this term wildlife also. Yes, how do we define this term wildlife? Basically, wildlife, it means all the plants and animals which are found naturally in the forest, or basically in their natural habitats. Okay, now, so this term wildlife is, it will include both the plants and both the animals that are usually found in their natural habitat. So you have some domesticated animals, you have some plants at your home, so that does not become part of the wildlife. Wildlife means that the animals and plants that are found to be living in their natural habitats. Getting it now? So the term wildlife refers to all the plants and animals that are found naturally, that are found naturally in their environment, naturally in their environment. Hope that is clear to everyone. Many times what happens,
Yes, sir.
the term wildlife is used many times, it is most commonly used for wild animals and birds, but the term wildlife, it includes wild plants also, to keep that in mind. Furthermore, you have terms like diversity, biodiversity. uh, so what does the term biodiversity mean?
Sir, like carnivorous, herbivorous,
Mhm.
like that.
Somewhat similar to that, but there's a, basically you see that on our earth there's a wide variety of species of living organisms. uh, like you guys can you estimate how many species of animals are present on earth?
I don't know.
Anyone?
So many.
Mhm. uh, estimate a rough number.
Some millions.
In millions, obviously it is going to be around millions right now. See, so far the scientists have classified around 1.2 million of animal species. How many? 1.2 million species of animals are known, but there could be many more. It has been estimated, the estimated value of the animals on earth, I'm talking about the species, not the population. Okay, so the estimated species of animals, it is said to be around 8.7 million, but so far the scientists have been able to found only 1.2 million out of this. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
So there's a huge variety of animals on earth. Then talking about how many species of plants are there. So we have basically said that there are around 391,000 species of uh, plant species currently known to human beings. Getting it? How many? 391,000. That is the number of species of plants which we humans know of. There could be many more which we don't know of yet. So that is plant species. Even in now in these species, in this huge species of plants and animals, all of them show dissimilarities. All of them shows variety right now. So they are going to be plant and animals. Apart from that, you have microorganisms now. You have microbes also. So there's a huge species number of microbes on earth. So what we see that life on earth shows variety. Life on earth has got diversity in it. So life is found in the form of plants, in the form of animals, it is found in the form of microbes also, and all of them are different from each other. Even in the even in this 1.2 million species of known animals, there's a huge diversity. If you were to take just one genus, uh, example, if you were to take just one genus, have you guys studied about the classification of animals yet? Anyone
No,
has
sir.
No,
learned
sir.
about the Carlinius classification? Not yet. Okay, just let me give you a rough idea about the Carlinius classification. That would be very helpful for you. See, basically the thing is that now, see, like scientists have divided the life on Earth into 5 groups. Okay, now they have classified all the life on Earth as Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae, and Animalia. These are the 5 kingdoms into which the species on Earth have been categorized. What did I say? You have plant kingdom, you have animal kingdom, you have fungi kingdom, you have Protista kingdom, and you have Monera kingdom. These are the 5 major kingdoms. Getting it?
Sir, what is
Carlinius.
protester kingdom?
That is also one of the basically. It's a microorganism. Okay, no, it's
Okay,
basically a
sir.
microorganism. Understand it in that manner. So what Carlinus basically did now, he had the 5 kingdoms, and furthermore he classified the organisms into 7 levels. So a living organism. Hmm. So he gave the 7 level classification. His 7 level classification was as follows. He gave kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. For example, you guys tell me what is the scientific name of humans? Anyone knows the scientific name of humans?
Sapiens.
Humanity, like that.
Very good.
Homo
Someone said it correctly. Sundus. Homo sapiens now.
Humani.
That is Homo sapiens. This Homo here refers to the species to which we belong. We humans belong to the species called as Homo. Okay. And we belong to the species called as Homo. And we belong to the genus called as Sapiens. Getting it, guys? No,
Yes,
I've
sir.
written it opposite. The first one is genus, second one is species. Okay, so we belong to the genus Homo, and we belong to the species Sapiens. Okay, say for example, you have taken an animal. Let us say you have taken a wolf. Say you have taken a wolf. uh, the scientific name of a wolf. Let's say you have taken a gray wolf. There are different types of wolf also. Say you have a gray wolf. This gray wolf will belong to which kingdom? Will it belong to the plant kingdom or animal kingdom? Answer this to me. Or will it belong to the fungi
Animal
kingdom?
kingdom.
It
Animal.
will belong to
Animal
the
kingdom.
Animal kingdom, very good. So we say that this animal wolf belongs to the kingdom animal. Okay, now. Furthermore, it will belong to a phylum. Basically, the classification is such that if you were to understand this classification, this 7 level of classification, like groups of animals would make, groups of kingdom would make phylum, groups of phylum would make genus, groups would make class, groups of class would make order, groups of similar order would make family, and so on. Getting it, guys? So say for example you have a wolf, he would belong to the kingdom animal, he would belong to the phylum chordata. Like this you can continue further. Getting it? So this was given by Carlinius. So with the help of this one over here, let us try to understand, taking the example of this wolf. So he will belong to the animal kingdom. He will belong to the phylum called as chordata. Similarly, he will belong to a class called as Mammalia. It's a mammal, no? This wolf is a mammal. All of you know the definition
Yes,
of
sir.
mammal, right? It's a mammal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore, it is a carnivore, no? So the order name is carnivore. It's a carnivore, obviously everyone knows this, right? Furthermore, its family name is Canidae. That is the family name of this
Sir,
grave wolf.
the fool's family name is Pack, right?
Which one?
Like Pack.
Pack. I'm not getting it. What you're saying?
Like we said, Wolf Pack.
Oh, wolf pack, you are saying, yeah. So wolf pack basically refers to what? Like a group of wolf is called as wolf pack. The family of wolf is called as wolf pack. So this will belong to the family candidacy. So it's a different kind of thing here. This family is a different
Okay,
kind of
sir.
thing. It's group of similar type of genus that will become family. Furthermore, its genus, as moments ago I told you, its genus will be basically, its genus is going to be Canis, and it's the species to which it belongs, that is Lupus. So its scientific name will be basically what? Canis lupus. The scientific name is Canis lupus. So you use the genus and species to which it belonged in order to name it. The scientific name of the grey wolf is Canis lupus. So this classification was given by Carlinus in order to study about living organisms in a proper way. So similarly, you can find about the humans also. If I were to ask you, humans will belong to which kingdom? Plant, animal, or which kingdom?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal
Animal.
kingdom. Good. Okay, what if I were to ask about class? Will it be mammal or something else?
Mammal.
Mammal, no? Similarly, in order, will it be carnivore, omnivore?
Sir, Omnivore.
Omnivore, na guys? Like that, you will be having genus, you'd be having family, phylum, etc. So that is what I
Sir,
meant to say.
what is family? Human, inhuman.
Family, what is family of human? See, family of human, I believe it's, I think it is apes, I believe. I think humans, not apes, not apes. That's a different thing.
Okay,
It
sir.
belongs to Hominidae family. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Hominidae family. To this family, we human belong. And in this
Okay.
family, you have chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans. All of them are in the same family. Getting it, guys? So all the
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
apes, chimpanzees, monkeys, gorillas, orangutan, all of them belong to the same family, that is hominidae, because humans show so many similarities to them as well, right? Now that's why you see all of them are belonging to the same family. Hope some you guys had got a rough idea about what Carlinius system was, what this 7 level classification is, and what was the aim of it. Hope you guys have understood it even a little bit, although we'd be studying
Yes,
about it
sir.
in
Yes,
higher
sir.
classes in detail. So he basically gave a hierarchical categorization system which had different levels, called 7 levels were there, and the smallest of them was the species. So that is the thing. Furthermore, there were few more terms which you need to know. So far we learned about biodiversity. We're learning about this now. So in this, I told you that biodiversity will basically refer to the variety of organisms, variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms found in a particular area or habitat. So you would have heard that certain parts of the world are having lots of biodiversity, like Amazon rainforest has a rich biodiversity right now. You'd be amazed to know that over somewhere around 2 to 3 million species lives in the rainforest. How many? 2 to 3 million species of animals are found to be living in the Amazon rainforest, and over around 2 to 3,000 species of tropical trees are found there in the Amazon rainforest right now. So Amazon rainforest has got a very rich biodiversity, because the reason being is that it receives a high amount of rainfall. It lies in such a geographical location that it receives that it remains wet throughout the year. Also, you guys know that Amazon rainforest is is a home to about 10% of world's known species. About 10% of the world's known species are said to be found in the Amazon rainforest. So biodiversity will basically refer to the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms living in a given area, and it basically shows the richness of species in a particular area or a habitat. I hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Furthermore,
Yes,
you
sir.
need to know about ecosystem also. Can anyone define what is ecosystem?
Um, so like all together.
All together, all the living
Like,
organisms included together.
yes, sir.
The ecosystem is basically a system which would be including all the living organisms, whether it be plant, animal, or microbes of a given area. Of a given area. Right now, in an ecosystem, all the living organisms we say are interacting among themselves through the food chains. Through food chains, they would be interacting with each other. Have a look at this image. That would give you a better clarity of what ecosystem is. In your books also, would have studied in junior classes also, or in geography also, you'd have studied about. You all I know
Yes,
would
sir.
have studied about food chain, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
But I study in biology, food chain.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it is studied there also. At the same time, there would be several food chains going on. There would be different type of food chains. Okay, see over here. So over here you have a given area. See, this is an individual organism, group of the same organism, group of this the same species of this organism will be called as population. Then you thereby you have a community which is made up of species of different animals. So that makes up a community. Furthermore, then you have got plants. You have in community you can see that you have the natural environment also. In ecosystem, you talk about natural environment also, like you have this lake, you have this land, you have air, uh, trees, and animals. So ecosystem, we say that it's a system which includes all the living organisms and their physical environment also. It includes plants, it includes animals, and it would be including microorganisms also of that given area. and the physical environment in which they are living, meaning that the land, air, and water in which they live. So that is also counted in ecosystem. And there will be different ecosystems on Earth, and all of them together makes a biosphere. Are you guys getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we see that an ecosystem is a system which includes all the living organisms of an area and their physical environment. So hope that is clear. So these terms you should have known prior to learning about other things like deforestation and all that. Okay, is anyone noting it down? Has anyone noted these things down or not? By the way, let me write the definition for this biodiversity also. It refers to the variety of organisms found in a particular area. Okay, we have few minutes left. Let me just quickly tell you your marks to you. Okay, now although it would be sent to you. Okay, now if you can just wait for today, it will be sent to you. But since I have checked it, so thereby I would be telling the marks. Okay, now see,
Okay, sir.
you have got. I'm writing it over here. Aleph, you have got 20.1 out of 30. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Gauri, you have got 29 out of 30. You have done very well, Gauri. Very good. Okay, now.
Thank you,
And
sir.
you're welcome. Chakrika, you have also done good. 26.9 out of 30. Okay, now. In question number 9, there was a true false question. You have done a mistake there. In question number 11, also, you should have added one more point. I would be reviewing your question papers in the next class. Okay, now, since today time will not permit us. Okay, now. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so that
How
is your
will you
marks.
write it?
Sundar, I haven't shared your marks now. Yeah, just 1 minute. Sundar, you have also done very good. 27.2 out of 30. Okay, now. In question 6, many of you have take the option none of these. The question was like this: conversion of wood into coal. That is also basically carbonization, na guys. Conversion of wood into coal is what? That happens through the process of carbonization. So you guys have done a mistake in that one. Okay, so that's it for today. We would be meeting in next class then.
Bye, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, bye. You're
Yes,
welcome.
sir. Bye.
Yes, bye.